Oil prices averaged around $48 per barrel in 2015 and finished the year at the lowest level in more than a decade at $30 per barrel. A striking feature was the low response from the supply side relative to the price of oil. Production in 2015 in fact increased in many OPEC and non-OPEC countries such as the US, Canada and Brazil. The importance of progressive taxation and exchange rate fluctuation is often overlooked in project economics. As the oil prices go down, so does the tax rate in many producing countries. So in practice, shifting the burden from corporates to sovereigns and helping keep many operations afloat. We find that production costs have reduced on average 30 to 35% during 2015, of which about 30 can be attributed to lower tax liabilities and local currency depreciations, and 5% can be associated to reduction on cost structures and increased productivity. As a consequence, the current global surplus is bigger than previously thought, and failure to have reduced production may push prices to fall even more. In the short term, we expect inventories to play a big role in determining oil prices and how projects will be affected this year. Oil inventories in developed nations increased in December, a month when they normally decline, and it's over 3 billion barrels. Storage is reaching infrastructure capacity, meaning that it's constraining the ability of supply and demand to adjust, which in turn means prices will be doing most of the adjustment. Therefore, we can expect more volatility this year. Having breached storage capacity, operations have to shut down immediately, indicating that prices may need to adjust to below average cash costs of upstream operations. Only then price volatility will in fact turn into physical volatility in the form of supply cuts. So we expect to see projects with lower cash costs, typically onshore Middle East, to fare better, while non-OPEC countries are expected to reduce production by at least 500,000 barrels per day this year. It's impossible to pinpoint future commodity prices, and their impact in output is different in every region, but we can look at project fundamentals, and the incentive price or the break-even price for a large share of proposed projects in our database indicate that at $70 to $80 per barrel, there is a considerable amount of shale oil, oil sands, and deep water resources that could effectively be turned into reserves because they become economical at that threshold. This type of break-even cost analysis for marginal projects guide our expectations for future prices and supply, but history suggests that the longer oil prices remain depressed, more projects will have to be shut down, and the likelier it is that prices will come back at a vengeance when this cycle runs its course.